Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's live eviction show. Just before the break, you saw Samantha leave the house, and we'll be talking to her in just a few moments. But of course, tonight, it's a double eviction, and Colleen and Danica are still slugging it out to keep their place inside the Celebrity Big Brother house. So it's time to reopen the voting lines. To save Colleen from a landline call, 0901 616 1703, or from a mobile 650 5803. To save Danica from a landline call, 0901 616 1704, or from a mobile 650 5804. Calls cost no more than 36p from a BT landline or any mobile. Calls from other landlines may vary. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. For full terms, go to channel5.com/bbvote. And if you're watching us on Channel 5+1 or on demand, don't vote, you're too late. Jazz hands. Let's talk to Samantha. We didn't forget about you.
Thank you.
How are you? Have they been nice to you while I was gone?
They've been lovely. They've been lovely.
What did you make of your reception with the crowd this evening? A mixed reaction.
Yeah, it didn't surprise me, actually. It didn't surprise me.
Why?
Yeah. Why? Well, because I went in as someone with a bit of a reputation.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole beautiful thing. And I'd like to think I might have turned that on its head a little bit, but...
We'll find out in a bit.
Ooh,
now, you're sat here because your fellow housemates did nominate you, face-to-face nominations.
Brutal.
They were brutal. Let's remind ourselves how it all went down.
My first nomination is Sam.
Sam.
Samantha.
Samantha.
I think we're very different when it comes to men and women in general. I think we would clash on that behalf.
When I was in my cherub's outfit and I looked terrible, you came up and you said I looked great, and I didn't look great.
Sam looks after us like a mother, but I don't believe that she's going to get to the end.
I felt Rian got upset by a couple of things that you said, but I respect that you have your own opinion and your own view.
So we had 4 nominations there. Julian, Colleen, Martin, Danica. Now, Martin's one was a bit out there, ready to go. She won't be here until the end. What did you make of that and the rest of them?
You know, I felt that night that I was the runt of the litter and that I was the easy one to kind of nominate, really.
Because you'd already been up?
Because I'd already been up, because I wasn't really in any of the cliques in the house.
Yeah.
And so I was easy, yeah, I was an easy nomination, I think.
How did you find the nomination process altogether? Because you had it in the diary room and, of course, face-to-face. Which one did you prefer?
I preferred face-to-face, actually.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because you know exactly what people think about you and what their reasons are for nominating you. And, yeah, it's a really transparent process, and you know exactly... I mean, you'll know better than I do, Brian, but I think people are definitely playing a game in there.
Oh, this is what I want to talk about.
People are definitely playing a game in there. So while they might be, hi, Brian, you're great, to your face. Yeah. Whatever happens in the diary.
It's like, Samantha, you look lovely. The state of her.
Oh, exactly.
Well, first up, when you enter the house, you're known for having a bit of a reputation. Yeah. Of course, that article you wrote. Yeah. We didn't see that side of you. In fact, you packed an apron.
Yeah.
Where was the feisty Samantha, the journalist? Where was she? What happened?
Well, Samantha, the feisty journalist, is normally at home behind a keyboard and on the computer writing away, and that's the Samantha that's my work Samantha. Right. The rest of my life, I'm a housewife.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a wife to my husband, and you know, I'm a French housewife, and that's the side of me that people don't see.
Was that hard in there, not showing that side of you?
What, the controversial side? Not really. No, I mean that's when I put on my work hat. You know, put on my
your apron and your rubber gloves. Now, some housemates were nervous, I don't know if you know this, about living with you because of your profession. Did you pick up on any of that?
Totally, in the first few days, yeah. Everyone was dancing around me, and, yeah, definitely the girls were, for sure.
OK, well, check it out, it's good.
Oh, my God.
The thing about Samantha to remember is she's a journalist, and I think she's making notes so she can write a big, long article about this.
I'm not sure about her. She's a little bit dodgy.
In the end, we suffered the same fate
as every other band, you end up arguing about publishing or women.
I think sometimes that I write things that people secretly think. I've written so many features about this sort of stuff. They say one thing and the messages their body gives out is another, and men are just...
I think she flits from group to group, and there's a game plan within that flitting.
Do you reckon was a defining moment for you? Do you want to do it at the end of this? Oh, what is it that you actually do? That's interesting.
It'll be fine, because I'll see my family and that'd be great.
You look like a journalist. You do.
I've learnt a lot about young women in the popular culture. Expect an article about that very soon, Big Brother.
I want to read the article. Is there going to be an article, A, about your fellow housemates, and B, about your time in the house?
Totally.
Really?
Totally, yeah.
What would you write about your fellow housemates?
Oh, my God, I lived with 2 glamour models for 2 weeks and 2 days. What isn't there to write about that? They live on another planet, as far as I'm concerned.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, Danica and Rhian, they're lovely girls, but I just don't... I don't understand their world. The things that they'll do for money, their moral compass is really different to mine.
What does your journalistic head make of our amazing love triangle in the house? We got Danica, Prince Lorenzo, and The Situation. I mean, watching it can be uncomfortable. What's it like living it every day?
I mean, Prince Lorenzo is apparently this successful businessman in New York. He's lost his balls in the last 5 days.
Really?
Yeah, he's a sheep. I think Julie's...
Why couldn't you bring this side to you in the house? Do you think it's the power Danica has over him?
I think Danica's gone into the house to play a game. I don't know what... I know my husband wouldn't be very happy with me if I behaved the way she did.
Yeah.
It would be very easy to do that, but...
You seem quite protective over The Situation. Why?
He's my friend. We're kindred souls.
Really?
Yeah, we're both cooks. We both like being in the heart of the home, and that's what we're... Yeah.
Do you think he was genuinely played by Danica and that his emotions were all real and 100% genuine?
Yes, I do. Absolutely, yeah. He's an open book. The Situation is an open book, and he expresses exactly how he feels. I mean, he's virtually proposed to the girl, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, she has a boyfriend. I believe her boyfriend's here this evening. Do you think if she wasn't in a relationship, who do you think she'd go for? The Situation or Prince Lorenzo?
She's sussed out both of their bank accounts. And she'd go for Lorenzo. Ooh. Sorry.
Now, I am waiting for someone to ring a bell and for Julie and Colleen to go at it.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
Yeah.
It's simmering. Is it going to happen?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes, yes, yes.
Tell us, what's the main problem there with those two?
I mean, well, Brian, I said it from the get-go. There is one position for Queen Bee in the house.
You did, yes.
And that position is rightly held by Julie right now.
You say rightly held by Julie. Why Julie?
Because she is... listen, I've lived with the guys. I know what they're like.
Let the woman speak.
These are my housemates. Julie is the one that everyone goes to for moral and emotional support. She picks everyone up and she looks after them. She does! She does.
Colleen seems to think she's playing a game, a very good game.
Colleen is a brilliant emotional manipulator. The tears, like that.
Really?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Why do you think that?
Why do I think that?
Why do you think that about Colleen?
I've seen it. When I nominated her, when we all nominated her, the tears just flew for 4 or 5 hours afterwards, and we all felt thoroughly ashamed of ourselves. She's very good at manipulating emotions.
We've seen her in the diary room, you wouldn't have seen this, and she did seem very, very upset, to the point where she actually couldn't breathe, and it did look genuine. What do you guys think?
Well,
that she was genuinely upset by what had happened?
Well, so would you be if you knew that the gods had been watching you for the last 24 hours and heard exactly what you said about people.
When that happened, did you think that all of you were in, like you had an amazing power over the rest of the house?
Yeah. I did not know what was going to be in that room. I actually thought it would be a video clip from home or something like that.
Right, OK.
But when...
Sorry, it wasn't.
But no, I did not expect the fact that we would be able to watch.
But do you think if they were in your position, they would have done the same, and you would have been in their position and done the same? When people are watching you, you do sometimes bitch about people because that's just what people do.
There is an element of that, but you know, as Lorenzo always said to me, Sam, look down, never forget you're on camera.
No, Lorenzo, don't ruin it for us, the viewers. Now, you should know you've actually earned a title while you've been in there. CBB Domestic Goddess, and this is why.
She reminds me of a wife from the 1950s.
I mean, the last thing I thought about coming in here was bringing dusters and an apron, and she did.
Those are clean. Just keep an eye on the meat, if that's all right.
Samantha's so lovely because she's so motherly and...
Lovely.
Isn't she?
And she never stops in the kitchen.
For me, you know, food, it's about love and it's about looking after people and caring for people.
I feel a bit sorry for her. Stuck in the kitchen all day, cooking our lovely dinner.
She is definitely the queen of the kitchen.
You should have your own cooking show.
Thank you for everything you've done in the kitchen.
I don't know what we would have done without you in the kitchen.
Could we access the vacuum cleaner today?
You'd really love that. We'd just, like, turn her on.
Do you know when you walk, yeah? You should, like, walk. You shouldn't walk. You should float.
If you go, everyone's going to starve.
Is that the real Samantha Brick? Let's find out. Is that the real you?
That is the real me, I'm afraid, yeah. That is what I'm like at home, yeah. Yeah.
Can you come live with me? Now, during, you know, for the last 2 weeks, you've not really got into any confrontations, any dramas, kind of stayed in the background. Was that a conscious decision to let the bigger personalities go to the front and cause all the drama?
Yeah, to be honest, it was really. I mean, there are so many big personalities in the house. You're kind of fighting for talking time.
Of course.
A lot, you know, a lot of
If you had
time.
one word to describe your Big Brother experience, what would it be?
Samantha in Wonderland.
There we go. You've been a great housemate. Here are your best bits. Enjoy them.
Thank you.
It's Samantha Brick.
Oh, my God.
A bit booey, was that?
Just a bit, yeah.
Was that what you were expecting?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's all friendly in here.
Did I ever tell you, by the way, that that is a perfect size butt? That is a yoga butt if I've ever seen one.
So you think you're fucking beautiful, dear lady?
Out.
The thing about Samantha to remember is she's a journalist. She writes for the Daily Mail.
You look like a journalist.
I know.
You do.
Samantha wrote an article, like, saying she doesn't trust men because of girls like me.
What specifically? I just felt a little bit harshly judged by you when we talked about a feature I wrote.
She said something interesting last Friday, but nothing since. I have a question mark over Samantha. She's got this rather unfortunate voice, hasn't she? Slightly sort of common.
If you don't like controversy, why do you write it?
I think everyone thinks that I'm this hard journalist, that I'm this writer who writes controversial pieces and gets off on it.
Cheers, Sam. You all right?
Don't make me cry.
I want you to know it's all right.
Wants you to know that it's all right. Oh, he died a couple of years ago. No. Jasmine told her everything. Fucking bitch.
You're not fucking going. End of.
Oh, my God, you got the gift.
Samantha matches. I think some women are too ugly for TV.
It's out of context.
Yes, you are beautiful. My princess is Sam.
She's really lovely, actually, and very down to earth. She's really motherly. She's someone that I think is very, very caring and a nice person.
I think Big Brother should do a montage of Daily Mail journalists saying, "You're all right."
You're all right. You're all right. You're all right, babe. That's humiliating. It's been fun. I think I've learned that I'm comfortable in my own skin, but I'm looking forward to going back to a French farmhouse in the middle of nowhere.
If that was a report card, you should be very, very proud.
Thank you, Ryan.
Now,
Thank you.
2 very important questions. Tonight is a double eviction.
OK.
Someone else is leaving. Out of the 2 ladies left, who do you want out here next?
Danica.
Danica.
Yeah.
And who do you want to win Celebrity Big Brother?
It's really hard. It's a toss-up between Julie and Ashley.
Give me one name.
Ashley.
There we go. Thank you very much. Give us a big hug. Well done. Thank you so much. There you go. You got some friends down there. Thank you, Samantha. Ooh. So, she wants Danica out next and Ashley to win. So, Samantha is out, but it doesn't end there because tonight we're getting rid of not 1, but 2 celebrities. And Colleen and Danica's fate still hangs in the balance, and it's up to you to decide who leaves the Celebrity Big Brother house. Remember, you're voting to save. To save Colleen from a landline call, 0901 616 1703. Or from a mobile 650 5803. To save Danica from a landline call, 0901 616 1704. Or from a mobile 650 5804. Calls cost no more than 36p from a BT landline or any mobile. Calls from other landlines may vary. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. For full terms, go to channel5.com/bbvote. And if you're watching us on Channel 5+1 or on demand, don't vote, you're too late. And you need to be quick, as voting lines will be closing in just over 4 minutes. Find out who's in and who's out after the short break.